This video is to show you how to use HTML and PHP server. To do it now, first of all, now you got the PHP folder I have created, and first of all you need to install the PHP. Just in this Linux deepin Chinese OS, just sudo apt-get install PHP. I have already installed, so here is an example. If, so PHP style format, if a less than 20 FFFU. Now PHP, after having installed, you just click the PHP, type PHP, then execute the file, then we'll be okay. Now change it to 17. Now you can see secure and FFKU. So now is the PHP format I have executed. So via this you can execute the PHP file on this PHP server because I have installed it. So this is the server. You can also type PHP -s localhost and the port number and type PHP is the folder on the desktop. So here you can see desktop PHP. So now type this, you are running the server live. So the localhost or 127.0.0.1 is also localhost, port 8000 and PHP. Here is the PHP folder. Just type it. And type the file. No, because I think it's already at the PHP folder, so I don't need to type the /php. Just type if.php directly. That's okay, right? Okay, yeah, you can see FFKU. Can inspect the source code. Here is just the HTML type format. For the PHP, the browser couldn't run it, just the server. You type PHP, you execute the PHP file, and then the server will convert it to ordinary HTML file to the browser, so you can see. So it's different. If.php is like this, and when you check out the source code, isn't different. And it is processed by the PHP server, just like this Linux deepin OS. Okay. So here is the HTML test. So we got the form action localhost 8000 welcome.php here. Okay, here is another example. So you type the name, the 名字 and 地址 and the address, input type text. Name, the address, and submit it. So the format is like this. So on the browser, you cannot run the PHP file if you don't have to connect to the PHP server. If you want the PHP, you just download the PHP file directly. It's like a file to the desktop or to your computer local. You cannot run it. So here, test HTML. You cannot run it directly, you just wire the server and the server proceeded to convert it to the HTML. So now I'm testing the HTML file, test HTML file, so you can run it directly. So here is the HTML code. And the PHP code also welcome.php. You also need to use get the name and get the address from the HTML browser, sending using the get method to send the message and the content to the server localhost welcome.php, that file, and the file welcome.php will get the name, address, and convert it to the HTML format and send back to the browser, so the browser can display the HTML format. So I type test and the address 澳门90的马路，澳门90的马路。You can see displayed it directly here, and now is the PHP welcome.php and executing. It's like saying this. You cannot directly execute the PHP, but the PHP server execute it and convert it to the HTML. So you can see the source code is just the simple HTML format, no more PHP format code kind of things. That's the demonstration of the PHP server and HTML browser. You can see here. For the get method, so you can see all kind of things on the web browser's address bar. So you normally won't do it at the actual scenario because people will see your password and information. Normally won't do it. So probably you change to post method. So now we're trying test 2.黑手湾马路. The address name. Here I'm typing Chinese. Okay, submit it. So you can see the code here. You can see the get method. You will see the information and the source code there. So now I'm going to change to post method in order to secure. So this is the get method. Now we need to change to because the address bar I will see all the information, so it is not secured. So we change to post method so that it will be more secured. Okay, save it. Here's the HTML and the PHP welcome.php will output all the things to the HTML browser, with HTML format. Now I have changed to post method. So let's test it again. Okay, test it again. Typing the name, 名字, the address, test the name, test 3, and 地址澳门海边马路. Okay. So submit it. So you can just see welcome.php. No more information of the 名字 and name and address. Won't show, and the source code is just the ordinary HTML format. Now, when you submit it from the browser address bar, you can see it's the welcome.php from the test.html to welcome.php. But if you didn't connect to the PHP server, the server is not working, you cannot directly access like this .php site. You are directly accessing the PHP file, but in fact it's not. It's the PHP server converted to the HTML format. So don't think that you are executing the PHP file if you see the address bar with the welcome.php. Okay, alright? So if you just know the server is not working, or you just know the PHP server connected, just type the PHP, it will just like download the MP3 file or exe file directly, or other file formats directly on your local hard drive. Okay, that's it.